Welcome back everyone to our Let's Play of Final Fantasy II on the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode, Golbez managed to obtain the Crystal of Air from Fabul despite the defense put up by Rupes, Prince Edward, and Yang, and the rest of Fabul's monk soldiers. So, in addition to grabbing the Crystal of Air, Golbez also kidnapped Lily. So now Rupes, Yang, Georgie, and Prince Edward are off to Baron in the hopes to try to recover the crystals and recover Lily. So, the King of Fabul, because of their heroics in defending Fabul, is loaning them a ship. Baron has relatively weak sea power, relying mainly on their air force, the Red Wings. So, the hope is they can sneak in and plan things from there. So we get to get a little quick tour of the world here, and Rupes will end up discussing with his companions the plan. But as we all know, the best laid plans of mice and men often go astray. And unfortunately for Rupes and his companions, something bad's gonna happen. It's gonna keep them from getting to Baron. What would you do after we arrive at Baron? We'll find Sid, the master engineer. He's the expert of airships. He'll help us. Hope he's okay. Edward doesn't seem too confident. Are you cold? You are shivering. No, it's nothing. There's a ROM hack, Unprecedented Crisis, which kind of starts off basically the same as this Final Fantasy II, the regular game here. But this event that's about to happen doesn't happen. So it's basically that ROM hack is a what if, like what happens if this Leviathan attack, your spoilers, doesn't happen. So yeah, pretty interesting hack. Multiple endings. Maybe I'll play it one day. I don't have it on my list of things to do just because I have so many other games to play. So, but maybe eventually I'll get to it. So right now, our ship is being attacked by Leviathan, the Master of the Sea. That's probably why Edward must have knew of the legend, being a traveling bard. He probably knows a lot of, mythology and stuff like this. That's probably why he was shivering there. Uh-oh, and Georgie gets knocked over, and Yang jumps in after her to try to save her. Georgie, Yang! No! Edward! And the Leviathan sucks the ship into this whirlpool. Looks like we were really close to getting to Baron there, but we didn't make it. And Rupes, unfortunately, is gonna wash up on this shore alone. This is why I said you could de-equip all your party members, because, like I said, they're all leaving the party. Rupes is back on his own. And unfortunately for Rupes, he's back where he kind of started the game. That's right, he is outside of Mysidia, the town where he stole the water crystal. So, you have this new enemy here, the Raven. A lot of hit points, but as you can see, Rupes has that black sword now. And one of the properties of the black sword is it could potentially inflict instant KO on enemies. So, I'm avenging my friend, Toad. Yeah, the Wizards of Mysidia here, not too happy to see us. A lot of them are going to give us negative status effects if we talk with them. But we talk with them and they'll kind of reverse it. Some of them, at least. So like that guy who cast Toad on us, we talk to him again, he casts Toad on us again, and Toad reverses Toad. So, and that works in battle too. But, wow, the Dark Knight of Baron. This white mage reminds me of Sid in Final Fantasy III. When you're at his house and you talk with him, he jumps off to the side, and if you keep talking with him, he jumps off screen. A little throwback there. We're going to go into the weapon shop here, not for any weapon for us, but we're going to get a new party member, and we want to buy a fire rod. It's like the ice rod, but when used as an item, it casts fire 1, not ice 1. Things are here too safe for even you to touch. But that ain't gonna stop us from buying these things. We're gonna get 2 wizards replacements. So we're gonna get 2 Gaia helmets, 2 Gaia robes, 2 silver rings, and then we'll buy a bunch of paladin gear. Basically what we could afford. I could afford the gloves and the body armor, or I can afford everything but the body armor. So I'm gonna get everything but the body armor, because we will get free body armor. It's really bad though, eventually when we class change into a paladin. It's a sad thing that men should hurt men. This is Serpent Road leads to Baron. It is now sealed to prevent further Baronian raids. Remember on Baron, when we tried to go to the Serpent Road, it said that, you know, sealed on the city's end. I'm just gonna go to the item shop here. Unfortunately, I used a life potion, and I'm gonna need a heal potion soon because from all these status effects that we're getting. Now you don't have to get this, but I'm showing off all the dialogue and stuff. So either forgive, nor forget the Barian plunder. These guys ain't scared of us. This guy is so brave, he actually poisons us. So now every step we take, we're gonna lose a little bit of hit points. But luckily he poisoned us really close to this dancer, because she's going to dance for us, and going to inflict a different status ailment on us. It's a piggy status. Which, for Dark Knight Cecil, isn't a really bad status to have. Because negative statuses have a hierarchy, and Pig is higher up, pretty high up there. I think it's like 5th down from the top. And if you have a high priority status inflicted on you, lower ones can't be inflicted on you. So, like in battle, if you are a pig, the game may not be able to poison you, or do a different type of status like confuse you. So, and Pig just removes your special abilities. Well, right now, as a Dark Knight, Rupes doesn't have any special abilities, so it doesn't really affect him that much. So, it needs to kind of watch characters run around as a pig and swing with a sword and stuff, but you have the nerve to come here? You can never imagine what you suffer because of what you've done to us. There's the House of Wishes, there's the House of Prayers. Our Elder forgives everything you have done, but I cannot. Yeah, the Elder from the beginning of the game. We talk with him, that'll advance the plot. How can one become evil? I cannot say. Everyone is an innocent baby at the beginning. First Cure, Encyclopedia of Black Magic, and Fire, Earth, Water, and Air. Elements of everything. Well, let's get the plot going and talk with the Elder here. What do you want from us this time? I am Rupes, the ex-captain of the Red Wings. I could not disobey the king. Apologies does not bring our friends back alive, but I can at least listen to your words. I'm fighting the one called Golbez, who is the mastermind of Baron. A girl was captured. We were on our way to Baron for rescue, but we were attacked by Leviathan, and lost your friends. It will be your trial, but as long as you depend upon the Dark Sword, you cannot defeat true evil. Moreover, you might be consumed with this evil at any time. If you wish to fight against evil with good, go to Mount Ordeals to the east of Massidia. But I must hurry. I do understand, but do not hurry. At first you must climb Mount Ordeals and renounce this evil sword and gain the Sword of Sacredness. The one who can accept the holy light is called a paladin. It is the sacred knight. Many went to Mount Ordeals to be a paladin, but none returned. Will you try? Yes. But it would be hard for you alone with your dark sword. Take wizards with you. Palom Poem. Here we can get the twin wizards. Cothras, where's Palom? Palom, come on. Poem is a female, and she's a white mage. Palom is a black mage male. See that burning guy, aren't you? I'm going to help you, so thank me. The weird thing is, they're just like kids. I think their age in this game is supposed to be 5, which is really weird. Like, but I guess ages in all these Japanese games are somewhat strange. In like Japanese animes, like people are far too young for the positions that they're in. Like even Rupes, I think Rupes is 20, but he's already a captain of you know, the Air Force, so commands the entire thing. So he's basically like I guess like an 06 would be in the Air Force. Well, captain is an 03, but his position is almost like an O6, like a colonel in the Air Force. He's in charge of a whole bunch of people, and he wouldn't be that until he's like probably in his 40s, 20s. Didn't even finish college yet, but I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, it's weird they have these kids. Paladin Paul and Mountain Deals the East. They tried to overcome Mountain Deals, but they never came back. He figured we'd get like more adults. And it makes sense in the story context too, because we're this dark knight who caused so much trouble in this town that the people all hate us and they're poisoning us and they're doing bad things to us. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna send 2 5-year-olds with the kid. So yeah, people in here not too happy with us, as you can see. They're very disbelieving that we're going to become the paladin. So they're like, yeah, many have tried, all failed. You're going to be just like them. So let's re-equip our characters. But hey, if we do come back alive, we're able to use this equipment, but we're going to keep as much equipment as possible. So no need to buy Porm the cure staff. It'll do more damage than the heal staff than the regular staff, but she's not going to be attacking regularly. So if you want, you could buy her a crossbow, and then she could use the white arrows. But she'll just mainly be defending and healing. Paladin will be using his black magic, of course, to offensively defeat a lot of enemies, and to save MP, he'll also be able to use the fire rod. So that's why we got him that fire rod. The staff is also good because there was the boss that we're going to run into on Mount O'Deals that poisons the entire party. So having the staff on Porm will allow her to use the free as soon as spell to remove the poison. And we also have another staff there for another wizard that we're going to get to help us out. So yeah, a lot of the dialogue changes here when we talk with the people now that we have a mission to be a paladin. Please, what? You climb Mount O'Deals? Are you going to become a paladin? Then I too can become a paladin. You becoming a paladin? Make me laugh. Paladin form, never trust this dark knight. Yeah, but they're still going to send them away with us, so... the lady, though, that dancer, she still will turn you into a pig, so don't talk with her. Just leave the village and start heading to the east. So it's pretty neat. I guess Paladin and Porm, they level up at the same time, experience-wise. I guess like to show that like girls kind of mature faster than boys. Porm starts a little bit stronger than Paladin, but Paladin will eventually overtake her in terms of hit points and stuff. But for the most part, their stats are pretty identical. Other than, you know, Porm obviously has a high wisdom, a high will because she's white magic, and Paladin has a strong wisdom because he has dark magic. They also have a unique ability here called Twin, and there's 2 different twin magics. There's a Comet, which is like a mini version of this ultimate spell Meteor, and then there's Flare, which is a mini version of the Flare spell. So Flare is more common than the Comet, but either of them are pretty much going to wipe out any random encounters that you get. But they are pretty heavy MP intensive. I just wanted to show them off. So that's why I kept those 2 battles in there. The good thing is, Paladin is going to be getting level 2 elemental spells pretty quickly. Georgie didn't get them. Tella didn't have them. But Paladin's learned them really, really quick here, and that's good because we're going to be running into a lot of undead monsters that Fire 1 ain't going to be able to handle on its own. So here it's like Mount Hobbs. You see a little passageway there. We want to enter it. And now Mount Hobbs is blocked off by an element, but this time, instead of ice, it's fire. Your turn, Paladin. And I know you don't have to say that. I have a save. I'm going to show what happens if you try to come here without Paladin and Porm in your party. Basically, you just run into a dead end here. It's like blocked by blazing fire. So, well, I'll show that off. So, piece of cake. Yeah, he's very arrogant. Palomar Elder taught not to submit to arrogance. Shall we go now? She's very mature for age of 5. So, I think they wanted him really young because of something that happens much later on in the game. So, shock value, I guess. But here's a shocking revelation. Golbez apparently has 4 fiends working on him, 4 elemental fiends, and we'll introduce the first here. Millen of Oath, at your service. We must not leave Rupes alive. We better make a move against him. Fortunately, his dog sword is nothing to fear for you monsters. However, he is climbing Mount Ordeals now. Then he is to become a paladin. Your mission is to dispose of him beforehand. Yes, master. Very well. There's Jarvis up there and Lily. She's held hostage there. She's tied up to a chair. Things have become interesting, don't you think, Jarvis? Yes, but Rupes might prove quite a formidable opponent. I understand your respect for your former friend, but I sent Millen after him. Millen is one of my 4 fiends of elements. He'll put on a good show, don't you think, Lily? Let me take the task of slaying him instead of Millen. How dare you ask for such a task? I've had enough of your blundering. Well, he hasn't really blundered. You only have to watch this go. Unless he's been doing stuff off-screen, but, you know, all we know is he joined with Golbez and he helped capture the Crystal of Air from Fabul. So, I don't know what he's blundered with, but oh well, I guess he's doing something behind the scenes. But before we hide up Mount Ordeals here, we're going to head to another Chocobo Forest here, just to refill our hit points and magic points, mainly on magic points. Get another carrot. Poem is all out of MP, so we're going to talk with a white Chocobo that restores all our MP as soon as it would stop. Then we'll heal ourselves up with Poem's magic. And then we'll heal ourselves MP back up with talking to the white Chocobo again. There's no limit to how many times we can talk with it. And then we'll hop on a yellow Chocobo and head to the Mount Ordeals. And riding a gold Chocobo prevents you from getting into random encounters, so take advantage of it. So, and this is where we'll stop, and we'll pick back up on next episode and climb Mount Ordeals. But before that, I'll show just like happens what, you know, if you come here without the mages. So yeah, it just says block the blazing fire, and it forces you to go back to Acidia. So take care, have a good one. Hope to see you next time. Bye.